Natural disasters in Colombia are caused by a variety of natural hazards that afflict the country due to its unique geographic and geologic features. Human vulnerability, compounded by a lack of planning or effective emergency management, as well as the economy's and infrastructure's fragility, all contribute to a high rate of financial, structural, and human losses. Mother Nature despises Colombia and the natural disasters that occur on a regular basis for all of these reasons. We will review some of the recent natural disasters that occurred in Colombia. You will learn about nature's devastation, people's anguish, cost, and loss of life in great detail. So stick with us to the end. February 9th, 2022. The landslide in Dos Quebradas occurred early in the morning after excessive rain in the neighboring coffee-growing region of Risaralda. A landslide in central Colombia buried multiple homes, killing at least 14 people and injuring 35 others. Rescue workers were looking for survivors in the muck. We were startled by a tremendously loud noise. We went out and saw a piece of the mountain on top of the houses. Duverne Hernandez, a cab driver, told the AFP news agency. It was a calamity and people were stranded. Duverne Hernandez stated that he assisted in the recovery of 2 dead and 1 survivor. He claimed that the mud had buried at least 5 homes. Authorities evacuated dozens of surrounding homes as the Otun River spilled, fearing more landslides. We are currently supervising the full evacuation perimeter since we continue to discover soil instability, said Alvaro Arias, Risaralda's government secretary. Because of steep terrain, strong rains, and inadequate or informal house construction, landslides are widespread in Colombia. April 21st, 2022. Damage caused by torrential rains in Nariño is currently being assessed. Precipitation in the last few days has been well above the department's historical average. Gion Rojas, the governor of Nariño, spoke in an interview about the devastation caused by the recent severe rains in the department. Downpours have hit 45 of the 64 municipalities in this region, resulting in 82 landslides, 23 floods, and 9 catastrophic floods. This phenomenon has intensified, doubling the volume of rainfall and greatly exceeding the department's historical averages. So far, 4 individuals have died in the municipality of San Pablo, 3 from landslides and 1 from being dragged by the river. Due to rains, 2,692 households have lost their homes, and 260 portions of highways have experienced landslides, rendering localities such as Anguish inaccessible. The infrastructure of 21 educational institutes has been damaged, and 2,100 hectares of crops have been harmed, making it impossible for farmers to meet their duties and market their products. That is why the governor has asked for assistance in relocating affected families, conducting studies and risk mitigation work, developing resettlement plans, providing relief to producers and merchants, providing psychological care to those in need, and collecting resources to repair the 63 aqueducts damaged by the rains, as well as the department's secondary and tertiary roads. It is expected to continue raining until the end of June, which is why everyone is concerned, especially given the oversaturation of the land at a time when the town's and the department's capacity has reached its maximum. April 29th, 2022. At the end of April, it has been a month and a half since the country's first rainy season began, and the force of the downpour has already affected more than 23 departments around the country. These occurrences have so far touched 9,950 families, totaling over 25,900 persons. In addition, 41 persons were killed, 46 were injured, and 9 are still missing and are being sought by the National Disaster Risk Management System's operating bodies. Huila municipalities have been affected by rains, and the department, along with 21 municipalities, have been declared a public calamity. A national unified command post was established from the crisis room in Bogota, where, under the leadership of Governor Luis Enrique Dusan, the specific action plan for the department and the contributions required to develop it were presented. It is expected that additional support for the department will be established from the many sectors and portfolios within the framework of integrated work, particularly in infrastructure, housing, and education. The UNGRD, in collaboration with the Santander Department and the municipal government of Puerto Wilches, is continuing to work in concert to reduce the gap in the Vuelta Perico area, where more than 80% progress has been made. They use slabs, machinery, and hexapods to reclose this point on the Magdalena River. May 4th, after severe rains, the Magdalena River overflowed in the municipality of El Banco in the early hours of Tuesday. Around 5,000 families were stunned when water entered their homes, flooding 12 areas. With the river on the verge of overflowing, the municipal mayor, Roy Garza, issued an SOS to the national government, requesting assistance for the victims. The tributary grew 8.74 meters in the early morning, 4 centimeters above the red alert figure, according to the Regional Autonomous Corporation. Similarly, they predicted that the level of this vital water source would continue to rise at a rate of over 5 millimeters every day, posing a significant risk to the neighboring people. The first rainy season will be 30% worse than last year, prompting a notice to take precautionary measures to protect these critical places. Let's summarize things a bit. Since the start of the first rainy season, heavy rainfall has been impacting most of Colombia, creating landslides, river overflows, and floods that have resulted in casualties and destruction. Cundinamarca, Cauca, Antioquia, Huila, Nario, and the Coffee Triangle are the most affected central and western departments. According to the National Unit for Disaster Risk Management, there have been 47 fatalities, 49 injuries, 7 missing persons, approximately 20,000 impacted families, thousands of homes destroyed, and 736 damaged houses were reported across the aforementioned departments between May 15th and May 12th, primarily due to landslides followed by floods. Rainfall is highest in the Pacific lowlands and areas of eastern Colombia, where it rains practically every day and rainforests predominate. Most of the Pacific lowlands receive more than 760 millimeters of rain every year, making it one of the world's wettest locations. Extensive sections of the Caribbean interior are permanently flooded, owing to poor drainage rather than fairly strong rains during the rainy season. During the 2 main monsoon seasons, April and November, the Caribbean region of Colombia, the valleys of the Magdalena and Cauca rivers, and the eastern savannas are prone to flooding. Colombia is ranked 10th in the world in terms of economic risk posed by 3 or more hazards. The country has the highest frequency of extreme events in South America, with 84% of its people and 86% of its assets located in areas vulnerable to 2 or more disasters. Rapid urbanization, informal settlements, and densely populated coastal areas, combined with the consequences of climate change, are already exacerbating flooding and landslides in the country. Sea level rise is also a threat to coastal and insular areas. Earthquakes, droughts, and cyclones are also a threat in Colombia. So these are the reasons why Mother Nature hates Colombia right now. Hopefully these things will change as the monsoon season passes. What do you guys think about Colombia's current climate? Share your thoughts with us in the comment box. We will meet with you soon. Thanks for watching.